On this Wednesday morning, we look at the middle portion of John chapter 5. That will be verse 19 through verse 29. It's one where Jesus is going to do, I truly tell you, listen up, get this right. And so we left yesterday with the folk wanting to kill Jesus because they understood, sometimes better than we do, the claims of Christ. That he was equal with his Father. That there was a unique and particular relationship between him and his Father. And of course, we are invited into that relationship. But it is the relationship between Jesus and his Father. Let's make another comment about Sabbath. But before we do that, listen to this. The Son does what he sees his Father doing, but also we notice that the Father is going on working. He has not stopped, and you know that because he's working in your life. We know the work of the Spirit of God in our lives. There is a work that comes from the Blessed Trinity that is creating, making new, and preparing for complete fulfillment. And that's wonderful. Right, let's come back to Sabbath. The Sabbath was the day of rest commanded in the Old Testament, on which the people of God were invited to rest, but to do so in a particular way. Acknowledge that God can run things, and he doesn't need you to do it. That was the point. When Jesus came, and you read about this in Hebrews in particular, for us now, post-resurrection, we live in the Sabbath continually, and yet there is a fulfillment or a consummation to come. But we are not looking for rest. We are in the rest of Christ. And one of the things that some of us struggle with is the freneticism of modern day Christianity. Jesus knew what he was doing. He worked according to the Father, and he was not frenetic. Resolute, yes. Peaceful, yes. Frenetic, never. But also we see in this passage today that Jesus is the apostle. He is the one sent of the Father. And we notice too that he is sent for judgment and he is sent for new life. We saw that on Sunday. Two sides of the same coin in the cross. The cross judges and the cross saves. And to use probably a wrong phrase, but think it through, which side of the cross are we on? And then these words, the dead will hear my voice. And we will see that in part on Good Friday, particularly through Matthew's Gospel. Jesus dies, the dead, or some of them, are resuscitated and come back to life. Well, of course, because in the presence of resurrection, what does death do? Well, it flees. This is good news. As we come back to Sabbath, yes, we live in the Sabbath. Sunday, for most Christians, is still marked out as the day in which regularly we gather together to celebrate what every Sunday is a celebration on the Lord's Day of the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ, conqueror of death This is part of the sign of Bethesda.